Hey, I'm Allan, and I'm about to shrink before your very eyes. Are you ready? Well, it's not going to happen right away. It's going to be a gradual process over the next several months. You see, I'm scheduled for gastric bypass surgery just a mere 7 days from today. Thought it would be cool to, do a video journal, show people what it's like getting ready for it, mentally, physically, whatnot, and then afterwards show my progression. Hopefully there is some, but, pretty certain that there will be. I guess this is the part where I tell you a little bit about myself. Like I said before, my name is Allan, 25, living in South Florida, Miramar to be precise. I've been considering getting the surgery since May of 2007 when my mother presented it to me. We only met with a doctor about 2 to 3 weeks ago, though, and it's been a pretty fast ride since then. At that point, I was 350 pounds. As of last Wednesday, I was ringing in at 339, which is pretty cool, And I guess I'll talk about my sacrifices a little bit later. But for the most part, I've always been a large person, and I've enjoyed being a large person. You know, it's cool to be the guy that people hide behind when they get in trouble, or people that want you to fight other people for them. Not that I'm a violent person, but it's just cool to be such a larger than life figure, as some people have said. And for the most part, there's a lot of respect that comes with being a large person. So I am gonna miss being a large person. Not that I'm ever gonna be a small person, but being large is pretty cool for me. I've come to enjoy it, despite what people might think. There's a good reason behind doing this. Not just because I have a lot of free time in my hands, which I do. Uh, but I thought it would be cool to give my friends an insight into what I'm going through, and strangers too. I don't mind if strangers watch. A lot of people are thinking about getting the surgery, and I think it's good to speak to someone that's going through the process and have an idea of what you're getting into. So it's informative. Um, as you can tell, I'm not very good in front of the camera. I stumble on my words occasionally and say a lot, and you might notice some edits. Those are the bloopers that are going to be in the DVD version of this video, available soon. So the process thus far, like I said, I've just met with a surgeon, about say about 2.5 weeks ago. Before that, about 4 weeks ago from today, I gave up drinking alcohol, which, if you know me, that's a big deal. I'm Mr. Chug. I also gave up drinking soda 3 weeks ago, which is another big deal for me because I usually had like three to six cans of soda per day. I was pretty big on the soda, and I've lost 11 pounds since the 2 weeks that I saw the surgeon just by dropping those two items. So I already made progress, and I'm going to continue to do so. After meeting with the surgeon, I met with a bariatric coordinator, and she was great. Her name's Tiffany. She she set everything up for me. I mean, it's pretty abnormal to get the procedure done within 3 weeks of meeting the surgeon. But they've been great. They set up all my appointments for me. I didn't have to pick up the phone once, aside from verifying an appointment when they called me. But it was like they made it as easy as possible. I met with a dietitian. Had to get psychological clearance from a psychologist. Met with the anesthesiologist who gave me an idea of what to expect. Immediately before, after, and during the procedure. And then I met back with the surgeon who gave me the clearance. He's like, "Yeah, I'm good to go." And I just gotta get some blood work done Monday. But for the most part, this is happening. This is a week away, and I'm very excited. Very. So today I began the liquid diet. Yeah, this is the rough part. This is the hard part for me. Basically, I can't eat anything for at least the next week, except for cream soups, Jello, yogurt, water, tomato juice, uh, V8, stuff that I usually wouldn't need. Yeah. So it's been difficult, but so far you know, I've had a day to go through it, and for breakfast I had a protein shake. I forgot to mention that a while ago. I had a cup of yogurt for lunch, and for dinner I had a bowl of cheese and broccoli cream soup, which I've never had before. It's actually pretty good. Minus, I had to take out the broccoli, but that's a small price to pay. I was feeling, however, cravings today for real food, which kind of worried me a bit, but I'll make it through this. Pretty strong willpower. Uh, Looking forward to my cream of chicken soup tonight. Oh yeah. There is one question I receive a lot from my friends and my family, and they ask me, they go, "Hey, Allan, aren't you afraid?" And before I answer that question, I just like to say yes. All of my friends and family speak like Muppets, but no, I'm really not afraid. You know, the complications are there. You could get like blood clots. Worst one being death. Obviously, it's a surgery. Death is always a risk. But I'm not. I haven't been scared yet. I mean, I've been nervous. Spending a day in the hospital last week was pretty nerve wracking, but not so much scared. I guess I have a mentality that what's gonna happen is gonna happen, and it doesn't make sense to sit here and worry about what's gonna happen. So. Yeah, this is my first video. I don't know how good it's coming off on your end. I obviously feel like it's not very good considering all the different takes I've done. It's supposed to be a blog, right? And I'm doing takes. Ask me, perfectionist. But I'd love to hear your questions, your feedback, your comments, etc. So feel free to leave me comments, leave me questions, contact me. My MySpace is username is DuttyManX, DuttyManX, and I'm a friendly person. Don't be afraid. If you're a stranger, don't be afraid to contact me. Yeah. So I guess I'll see you next time live from the hospital. Not so live. We tape delay because I'll be in the hospital. But yeah, next week surgery time, game time. See you then.